Hello,
Hey, what's going on?
how are you?
Good, how are you doing?
Good. I went on a couple minutes early and I was showing one of our customers some Valentine's Day shoes.
Oh, okay. Valentine's Day. Woo!
I don't know, is this your style? Could you rock this, Maurice?
I I'm not a fashionable person.
Really?
I can't, you gotta zoom out a little bit. You're too close. Those, I can do something with those.
It's actually like a suede and it's really nice. And then one other shoe I want to show you was more of like a low cut sneaker.
I like those better.
Yeah. These are like dressy, like without a sock and like a nice cropped pant. Like these would be like a nice summertime. Well, the weather's always warm where you are, right?
Sometimes. It
Sometimes.
has passed already. I would say that.
Okay. Okay. Well, welcome, Maurice. We'll just get going because people are going to come in here. Yeah, Lunar New Year. That's right. For Chinese New Year as well, right?
Yes.
Perfect. Welcome to Park City Boot. We very much appreciate you taking time to talk to us today. I know you're familiar with our collection, so I won't go into too much about it. And we sort of just wanted to take some time to get to know you. I wanted to start with asking you about the Super Bowl. Was it a little upsetting for you this weekend, your old team, or?
Yeah, it was a little upsetting. That's why you play the game.
Yeah,
You never know what's going to happen. And a lot
for
of the
sure.
guys were down, so
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it was a
Are
tough.
you, what is your take on Tom Brady, the athlete? Can I ask?
I don't know. He's a great athlete. He's a great player. He's very smart, very intelligent, and that was actually my first regular season game as a
No
rookie
way.
in the NFL. Yeah, against New England Patriots, and they had Randy Moss, and
Oh my goodness.
yeah, and we lost by a field goal.
Oh, that's tough. I wanted to take it all the way back. Like in 2008, you signed with the NFL with Kansas City Chiefs, and then you obviously had a stellar rookie year because that you won a prestigious Rookie of the Year award, and you were the first teammate to ever do it as an undrafted athlete. And I just wanted to know like what that meant to you and like how you got there.
It meant a lot because it's not voted by, the media because they don't know what they're talking about. So, um, your teammates, your peers, they're voting on it. And for me to actually miss like the last quarter of the season due to a shoulder injury, and
Yeah,
I still be voted for that award, it speaks volumes of how my teammates thought of me.
for sure. That's amazing. Um, I wanted to talk a little bit about like I read that your college football experience, you were pivotal in leading your team to winning two national championships. And I just wanted to know, do you still follow college ball right or college football right now?
Only my team, only my team. I
Okay.
watch it a little bit. I still have to. I have to stay in tune with college because I have a son that he's getting ready to enter high school after this
No
year.
way. Oh
So
wow.
stay in tune with all the sports and as well as just me in general because I have a student athlete academy which I'm trying to teach young
For
student
sure.
athletes how
Yeah.
to actually be a professional on and off the field and what to expect. I've seen things that no child should go through, like parents walking out on signing day because that's not the school that the parents chose.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
Those are such I feel like in my experience with our menswear footwear brand, I've worked with a lot of athletes, and I find that the one thing that kind of is upsetting, and I'm a mother of boys as well, so a lot of men get into professional sports and they don't ever have a backup plan because a lot of men at 30 or even in their late 20s get injured and they're done and they thought they were going to be in the NBA, they thought they were going to be in the NFL, or they thought they were going to be in the CFL or they're so do you encourage your when you're with your student academy as well for like because you have your hands in all the pies with entertainment and stuff, do you encourage your students to as well look outside sports and have a backup plan, I guess, or?
Me personally, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say have a backup plan. I would say network, build relationships, uh, get as many skills as possible. But for me, I didn't have a backup plan, and I advise guys like that as well. If you're fighting, and that's what you really want, don't. But as you know, along the way, build the relationships. Just when something happens, that is
Yeah.
the case. Because I don't believe in having a backup plan, because basically what you're telling yourself is, I'm going to fail at plan A,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
I don't breed guys like that, or I don't want to be around
Yeah.
like that.
I understand that. I feel like the chances are, it's not necessarily a backup plan, but like passion, I was reading, like here in Toronto, our Raptors, our G League team, they have a day where they take the athletes and they let them do everything in media, in management. And I just feel like that's such a good idea for people as well, just to get experience, I guess, as a backup plan.
Yeah, but it's there's nothing wrong with having an extra skill.
Yeah.
There are a lot of skills. I can be a contractor, but I just never put a focus. If you love doing something, then there's nothing going to stop
Mhm.
doing it. You quit, then you really didn't love it in the first place. It's just, I put all my eggs in one basket because I believe in myself and I'll bet on myself.
For sure.
It
Bet on
doesn't
yourself.
happen until that door completely closes. Then we can talk. But even for me, I started my business right after my rookie year. It was
Yeah.
because I had a passion for it.
Yeah.
I had a passion for it. When you have a passion for it, you find ways, no matter
Yeah.
what.
Yeah. Absolutely. Going back to the college football thing, what has changed since you were in college football to athletes nowadays? And was wondering primarily, like I read that you, in your 4 years in the NFL, you had 4 injuries. And is that, I recently had a conversation with another athlete and said he's much older, but he was saying that years ago it would just be like go 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 operation, fix it, get on the field, blah blah blah. Do you think that when you were an athlete in college, did you feel like were you preparing yourself for injuries, like, or like should you have been more cautious? Like, are students more cautious now, college like players?
Um, they are a lot more. They're also more aware of things, and depending on the organization that you're in, it could be that they give you the world, they can take care of you, or they don't care about you, especially when they're done with you. For myself, that's when the injuries actually started to pile up. Like
Oh yeah.
no major injuries until I got into the NFL. And for myself, I tried to change my diet and everything like that when I got there, because this is what the pros are doing. And then that wasn't for me. My body was different. Then I started learning about my body as well,
Mhm.
so I can actually have longevity with myself. And I never thought about just being cautious about anything. It's just like, if I'm cautious this one play, then that can cost the game.
For sure.
And we just, nowadays, these guys are just, they're more aware,
Hmm.
and they have to actually analyze these coaches, these organizations, these schools, uh, on what their true agenda is with them.
Hmm. For sure. The uh it just seems that, like, it's so important to take care of your body, and like, and football's such a tough sport. How do you now, because you're still actively playing this year, like, or I mean, it's a pandemic, but you're not retired yet, right?
No, I'm not retired yet,
Is
and
that like
I'm
one
playing,
day or?
playing National Arena League here in Columbus, Georgia. Well, it's an hour out from Atlanta, but in
Okay.
Georgia, they've been playing for 15 years.
Oh wow, yeah.
It's very tough, arena team up for 15 years, and that that's high praise to that organization as well. I know a couple guys that were there from day one, and I played for a guy that played down.
Wow.
Um, I'm excited about it, and I just can't wait.
That's awesome. Um, I wanted to talk a little bit. I'm wearing my Argo shirt. I don't know if you saw. I hope you're not offended.
No, no, not at all.
I'm a Toronto girl, so
I'm a,
I had a good friend who had a play her husband was a stampeders, so I actually have a lot of stamps gear as well. But I wanted to hear about your time in Canada playing because you were here for 5 years, right?
yes, 5 years. The stamps are like my arch enemy. Like there's something.
Sorry.
Yeah. All the games that I've had, my worst games only came against Calgary, and it wasn't even. I had one bad game in Canada,
Yeah,
and it was my last game, and that was against Calgary before I parted ways with Winnipeg. But
yeah,
it was it went from me being like defensive player of the year to being average to Calgary, and I was the coaches, like there was a coach that I used to play for and a couple of teammates. They just laugh every time the week comes up because I wouldn't talk. I wasn't a playful person.
you're down.
I was just like, don't talk to me and everything like that. I think that's probably why I wasn't relaxed and try, but I went to an average guy just that game, and then you would see my play skyrocket right after. Um, I loved it. Winnipeg is an amazing city. It's one of the best cities I've ever been in.
Yeah.
The support, even to this day, they show support in everything that I do, even with my everything.
So I want to talk a little bit about fashion and how, like, growing up, I love to talk about people about their first professional year of sports. Like, because now when you see like draft parties and stuff, it's like the rooftop and they're like swagged out in some crazy like crocodile suit and whatever. What were you wear? Like, what was your style the year you were drafted and like how, or sorry, the year you started playing professional football and like compared to maybe where you are now or?
Well, draft day, I had just sweats and a t-shirt,
Yeah.
and I was at my agent's house, and we were just sitting there watching the draft board and everything like that.
Mhm.
But when I got there, I was like, I had the baggy jeans and like the V-neck T-shirt, the taco meat showing, and just going.
Yeah.
I had Pro Kids and Reeboks. I still had Reeboks, and then I had a Reebok contract as
I
well.
did see that. That's awesome.
That's all I wore, and then I wore a couple. Like I just wore like some loafers, and the only brand I probably wore was Ferragamo. I didn't wear Louis Vuitton or anything like that. That was the only brand I ever set out to spend money on, and
Okay.
I used to get fined by the players because I would walk in with Pro Kids or or
Yeah.
Reeboks. They would fine me 500 a shoe as a rookie, and they said I made too much money. I made.
Oh my God.
They told me to get Jordans, and I said I would never.
Oh my goodness, that's so funny. And then so your music career, you're managing artists, and then you personally are an artist as well, right?
Yes, I have my own label as well.
Wow.
I just performed Super Bowl weekend down in Tampa.
Nice. Oh
So
my goodness, congrats.
thank you. So at the Avalon Event Center,
Yeah.
and it was an amazing experience. Not a lot of people can say that. I just only put out one song, and I didn't do a lot of marketing and promo. I didn't know which direction to go with myself. I was too busy worrying about other people. And when I like my song has been played in Turkey, uh,
Nice.
Geneva, Switzerland, and I get the call, and now there's so much more to be to be going on, and I can't wait because I'm getting phone calls left and right about it.
It's gonna be a busy year for you then with playing football and managing all that. And your kid, you just had a baby, right?
Yeah, it's December 26th.
Oh my God.
2 hours, right? 2 hours after Christmas ended. So we spent
It's a baby girl, right?
baby girl.
She's gonna be so Christmas baby. Happy girl.
She's a feisty one too.
That's good. That's good. Do you in your academy, your student academy, do you teach girls as well, like women, or is it just boys? Or
If I train them all, even do boot camps for adults as well.
Nice. That's kind of
Uh,
cool.
one of my student athletes, she's in Fayetteville, Georgia. I train her in basketball, so her and my son are about the same age. She's a little taller, and
Girls grow faster.
yeah, she's already hit her growth spurt, and I'm training her. And when I got her, it was pretty much no skill. She struggled with actually the skill set because they trained her for the bigger positions, and
Hmm.
I just had to observe her and watch her, and like she's going to stop at one point where she has to be a skill position, and she reminds me a lot of my cousin, and she played in the WNBA for a very long time, has several gold medals, WNBA championships. Uh, you, she went to UConn, so
That's
uh,
big.
so we, I know what it's like. And then now she's in the front office with the New Orleans Pelicans, so that is huge for our family.
That's amazing. You're a very talented, athletic family. Your children are going to be, you have to watch them, see what avenue they take, whether, entertainment or sports.
uh, they can do it all. They can do it all. I'm excited to see which one they actually pick and say that
Hmm.
give their all to.
Sure. What is your stage fashion when you're on fashion? What is your stage presence? Do
Ooh.
you do
Uh,
you like to do you have like a how Beyonce has like Sasha Fierce when she's on stage?
no, like for me, I have to have like the shades. I still have like the spotlight shine.
Hmm.
So for me, I need the shades or a hood on.
Yeah, yeah.
I can zone out. Reminds me of being on the football field and having a helmet on.
Oh, interesting.
I might have a live band every now and then.
That's cool. And do you play musical instruments or just
I used to play the piano. I did it in school. Uh,
mhm.
I did it in college actually, and I was working towards my minor in music.
Oh wow.
Piano, and I just stopped. I get too nervous in the spotlight.
That's why you have the shades and the
Yeah,
cover.
yeah.
That's
One of my first solos had the whole entire football team come in, and they came in late.
oh my goodness.
It was a competition in the Fine Arts Building, and I passed out and fell off the stage.
Oh my gosh. That sounds like a pretty serious stage fright.
Yeah, I was just like, I'll stick to football, and I,
Yeah.
I could be
Did
the.
you did you ever get nervous before football games? Because I've heard some
I'm always,
stories of
I'm always nervous, uh, but they know I'm in the zone when I start joking around. They know he's nervous. He's just trying to get it out. But once that first contact hits, then it's time to go. I love it.
that's good. I saw a photo of your first NFL touchdown. Do you remember that?
My first NFL touchdown, the person that was escorting me was actually Brandon Carr, one of my good friends.
I saw the picture,
And,
yeah.
and I got hit with a D battery after, right in the face. And glad I had a shield on because it would have done some damage. The black hole in Oakland was no joke.
Oh my goodness. The I read I'm more of a basketball knowledge person, so the football's a little hard for me, but I'll go to any sporting event. I read like your career in the CFL, you were decorated, like you were nominated for a lot of awards and uh received like such praise and stuff. And I just want to know what it was like, so playing across Canada, like compared to being in like Georgia, born and raised in Georgia. What did you think of Canada from, east to west coast?
It was like Winnipeg reminded me of, it was a Canadian version of Kansas City. Like, so friendly,
Interesting.
loudest fans,
Yeah,
about their team. Uh, it was exciting. So I was actually fortunate enough to be in a great position, great situation, and if I performed and I was respectful to everyone, and I wasn't a trash talker, uh,
yeah,
the fans like across Canada just loved me off of that, and because I was a good player, and
that's awesome.
I always engaged with the fans and had fun and enjoyed. So
The
that
CFL is so dedicated. Like, Hamilton, like the Ticats, right? Like their fans are nuts. Like I've been to a couple games and it's really fun. Like it's just so intense.
Some of the rivalries are very intense. The Sask and Winnipeg ones. Um, I think one of my first times I felt so sick after I ate, and I was like, they tried to food poison. They tried to give me.
Oh my gosh. That's so funny. Like that's pretty that's pretty scary. So you're a busy dad and you've got your business and you're active. What is your go-to personal style like nowadays?
My style.
Yeah.
As far as clothes, I would say I'm wearing like hoop shorts. It depends on if I'm going out, but hoop shorts and a t-shirt, and I'll probably wear. I have this new coach's hat, like it's like a sombrero, but it's fatigue.
Nice.
That's like so it won't blow the string, so it won't blow off and catches my chin. It's like that is probably like my go-to. I just go to the drawer, put it on, and go.
Casual.
I love I love to dress up. That's no issue for me. I love to dress up. I just have to
Yeah.
find time and and places to go actually. And once that happens, then I would think I'll need some more closet space for my wardrobe.
Yeah. Well, especially once the world gets back to the new normal, like entertainment will be so fascinating. So
Yes, we're not like you guys up there right now with all the strict rules.
I know.
The crazy thing when I went down to perform and I got up and once I got back to my table, someone stole my mask and I was like, wow, it was a big mask and I said, God, these guys are serious out here.
Wow. I would never steal a mask. That's
Yeah,
great.
I said it's like one of those high altitude masks. So I'm like, yeah, someone's going to breathe in a lot of snot and stuff like that. They don't know properly, but I think
That's
I have to incorporate that in my next show. A mask, one of those looking
for
like
sure.
something.
That would be, yeah, like that would be fascinating. The shoe that you and I were talking about, our Gage sneaker, I just wanted to pull it up here. I don't have it in the white today, but it's on its way to you. But this is, as you said, you're, all about, active wear right now because of your busy lifestyle. So this is the sneaker and it's got the zip on the side of it, which is like so nice and easy, quick to put on, and then it's beautiful leather. You got yours in the winter white, which is like just you're lucky to get one actually because they've been selling out in our stores that are selling them. Actually, a lot of them are in the southern states as well. So I guess because it's like not 10 feet of snow down there like up here.
White shoes. I think I'm running low on the white shoes, so
Yeah, nice. And
now
then it's great traction on the bottom too, so you won't be slipping and sliding. We love to add practical features for guys in the city, like if you're, um, out and about or public transit or, just getting around. It's a really like high quality sole. And then we do a carnauba wax on all of our footwear, so it's water resistant. We do also have a fully waterproof winter boot, but you don't require that.
sometimes I'll be in Pittsburgh, so we'll never
There
know.
we go. That's right. That's right. So when does your season start?
It actually got pushed back. We were starting to do camp next month, but it got pushed back. So training camp starts May 13th.
Okay. And then from your entertainment label, is there anyone you want to tell us about that we should be Googling or like, supporting or something, music for the treadmill? I'm always looking for
Uh,
music. So,
we got Buck City coming out, like very, very. He's working on his new project along with myself. Um, there's just so many. I don't know. He just caught me on the spot. But
okay.
Vito Bam Bam, he's actually my brother. And
Oh, interesting.
working on his project. Those are the three, like us three, we're the only ones that's actually working on something. Everyone else is recovering, doing their own thing and taking their time. And we have a nice system to go along and make sure it's effective. We got Buck City building already. He's watching right now.
Yeah, there's some people asking if you'll say a couple bars. I don't know if you.
Ignore him. I already know who that is.
Okay, okay, okay. So, anyhow, we just wanted to thank you so much for taking time for us. Let's do this again. You know, maybe in the middle of your season or something, we could talk a bit more about football. I'll do some more football knowledge.
We can do it on a travel day. That would be, I'll be
Or
part.
when you're in Pittsburgh, we'll
Yeah,
send you some winter boots.
that, and then
Thank
I'll be in Park City shoes, Park City boot shoes, and of course, Patrick always making sure that I look clean. So
Shout out to Patrick. I
yes,
miss
Patrick,
that
one
guy.
of my favorite guys from day one since I met him. He did he tell you the story about
I was hoping he wouldn't tell you any stories about me.
Fashion Week in 2009? So 2009, there's two blazers that he made,
Yeah.
and it was the day before Tupac died. And so there's only two. They're in different colors. I just say, I want this one. And he was like, no, that's 50 cents. I said, it's mine. Call him and tell him it's mine. And we were probably on the phone with him for about an hour, just cracking jokes and having fun. And he was like, you can't get it, right? I said, I know. I don't have enough money to even say that.
I believe it. I believe it. Yeah, Patrick's the best, and we look forward. We're lots of Park City boot things coming up, and we'll make sure that we keep you in the loop. And we'll see you again. Okay?
All right. And tell Serge he lost the battle.
He did actually.
He did lost the
He did. It was funny. It was like 61% for you. I couldn't, well, of course I could believe it, but I'm just saying, that it was like a shocking amount of people that didn't vote though, because I don't know, we primarily have maybe men or something, and they.
I tell Serge he can't compete with me. Tell him
Okay, so
on the court again.
sounds good. Sounds good. Thank you so much,
All
Maurice.
right.
Okay, we'll talk soon.
All right.
See ya.